Hey, everybody, this is Cameron from Obnoxious and Anonymous, and I am here today for, unfortunately, a very important show.
Lights dim low, hit a record. We dive into pop culture's hoard. From the newest flicks to old school score. Tune in, we're craving more. Comic book chaos in our hands. Gaming nights never planned. Reviews and rambles, that's the jam. Smores Indoors takes a stand. Smores Indoors, we're in the zone. Pop culture's hearth, our favorite throne. From screen to screen we roam. This channel is our home. Midnight marathons and meme galore. Comment section trouble, but we adore Easter eggs and hidden lore. Every upload leaves them wanting more. Binge-worthy bites and spoiler talk. In this digital world we walk. Internet vibes all round the clock. S'mores Indoors, let's rock. S'mores Indoors, we're in the zone. Pop culture's hearth, our favorite throne. From screen to screen we roam. This channel is our home.
What's your stance on masturbation? You do it? What's your stance when you do it?
Power stance.
Wide legs?
Yeah.
What's up? Welcome to Smores Indoors. I'm Corey, your host, and we are back after a long hiatus of for the Midnight Movie Club. I'm excited to have this show back, able to sit in this chair and actually for longer than 5 minutes. So it's good to be back. It's good to be down to one crutch now. So I'm getting there, folks. Getting ready for full moon here in a few weeks. So I am joined tonight to watch Soroity Babes at the Dance-A-Thon of Death with a couple guys here, maybe some other people coming around a little later. We're going to start off, though, with Mr. Swaggy G. What's up, Swaggy?
Hey, what's up, boss man? How you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you doing?
Great. Thanks for having me on. I really appreciate it. Looking forward
Absolutely.
to
Love having you on for these. It's a lot of fun to watch these with you, so I'm glad to have you. So
I'm going to warn you. I've never heard of this. I don't even know what type of movie this is.
I've never seen it myself, so but I know one guy who has. He's also met the director. It's Flesh Moon Dan right there.
What's up? What's up?
So tell us a little bit about the director of this film, Dan, since you met him.
Todd Sheets. Well, believe it or not, you might not think so when you watch this movie, but he did, learn how to make movies later. And he was kind of an underground guy, probably one of the first directors that I saw, and I was like, oh wow, I can actually maybe make a movie because this guy just shoots stuff in his backyard. Todd Sheets, Zombie Bloodbath trilogy is probably.
I've heard that name for sure. So
it was a time when nobody was making zombie movies. So I think I remember reaching out to him on a message board or maybe even his website back in the day and like talking to him once or twice. And
that's cool.
Nice guy. I think he made movies in I want to say Kansas City. I could be wrong, but he was just like a local guy there, just making no budget movies. His early stuff is rough, but he did do some good stuff later on.
Well, speaking of big time directors, this is kind of breaking news, but I think about a week ago, I was added on Facebook by Jim Haggerty. So it might open the window to a Jim Haggerty appearance on this show at some point.
That's
Would be amazing.
That's like a life highlight.
That would be incredible. If we might have to watch The Slasher again with Jim Haggerty. That would be some incredible YouTube right there. So
I think I've been Facebook friends with him for like 20 years and never talked to him, but
he posts a lot of anti-Trump stuff. I will say that. But
okay.
So
where does he live?
I don't know, honestly. It's just Jim Haggerty filmmaker is what his Facebook is. I think. Just in case you didn't know.
I bet he lives out in like Wyoming or something like that.
They might.
I think he's California. I'd have to double check. I think so. I could be wrong.
Well, we might find out eventually down the road. So,
and I will say, well, and Swaggy too. Like there are like tornado warnings and all sorts of crazy shit. So
yes.
Hopefully you're not going to end up having to do a solo commentary of this movie.
So Jonathan, if you want to hop in and join us, feel free. The link, I sent the link your way. So
I heard my first thunder, but so far it's not windy. So,
and I hope anybody watching enjoyed the new Smores Indoors song at the beginning of the show.
Yeah,
so
that's awesome.
Pretty great one. All right, you guys ready to go? For anybody watching with us, we do have a link there in the chat. Yes. Starred comment with the link, so should be able to get that and watch along. Give everyone a minute to grab that, and then we'll get going here.
Absolutely.
Hopefully before the storms hit you guys.
Is there anything I need to know before this begins?
I don't think there's much. I will say this is not an official sequel to Soroity Babes and the Slimeball Bolorama. So it is not a sequel. That did get a sequel though, finally a couple years ago. But
is there any scream queens in this?
There is nobody you've ever heard of.
Okay.
Not a one.
Yeah, we got too classy with that one with Debbie Rochon in it. You know?
Yeah, they didn't even have money for Debbie Rochon. That's it.
Yeah. And by the looks of this, I scanned through this earlier. It looks like it was probably shot with a ViewMaster. So,
yeah, I mean, so there are a few like Holly Starr that were in other Todd Sheets movies, like Prehistoric Bimbos in Armageddon City and Bimbos in Time and Bimbos BC. You know, you've got an acting career when every movie you ever made has Bimbo in the title.
Yeah, I think I've got that Criterion box set. All right, you guys ready to go?
I am ready to go.
All right. We'll do a 3, 2, 1 play and kick this thing off. So in 3, 2, 1 play.
There we go. You might see me swat at my cat because, of course, she's laying where I have to be looking.
Yes.
Right from the start.
Are they fighting?
I don't know what they're doing. It's so shitty quality. It's hard to tell. Oh, shit.
Some aggressive. That's like they've never made out before. I feel like we got Dog the Bounty Hunter that's going to cock block him. Oh.
Got to go for the eyes.
Yeah.
He must not have given her a warning. That's what's going on right now. That's a big dude. You would think he could put up a little bit more of a fight, but
Good thing.
Oh, snap. Look at that hair.
She walked off of a fucking Whitesnake video.
That's going to be added to my dating profile. The kind of woman I want.
There you go. I bet you might see a couple at full moon.
I've got to believe that she still got that haircut today.
I hope.
Big hair is in right now.
Yeah. Might be similar down below, possibly. I'm not sure. Hey, cat, get down. There we go. Cat's making me miss this movie. Most of the money I feel went to the fog machine in this one.
Yeah. She pull a paperweight out of her ass or what?
Cinema home video, you know that's the mark of quality.
Yeah. Oh shit, they got Laura Furman.
So where'd you get your new theme song from? Or theme music?
The wonders of AI.
Wow.
Yeah.
Sounded pretty good.
Yeah, I made one for Jay the Stingray whenever he debuts that. It's pretty sweet too. So,
Hell yeah.
I might give you guys a sample after this. Off air, I'll let him debut that on his channel. But
So is this going to take place in like a nightclub?
From what I recall, this movie's very limited on the babes and the dancing. I mean, there are babes in there, but yeah, I don't know that there's so much a dance-a-thon.
Okay.
There are some like old people and a crystal ball, I remember, but it's been a minute.
Holly Starr. That sounds like a porn name.
She was in all the bimbo movies, but as far as I'm aware, hasn't done porn. As far as I'm aware. She might have been, maybe they saw her acting real for this and they're just like, nah, we're good.
yeah, probably.
I did end up watching I think, Dan, you sent it out on a link or somebody did, the Hollywood True Story on Savannah.
Yeah.
I think it was on YouTube, I believe.
Very sad story.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very sad story.
This
I felt
movie
really
is-
bad for her.
Movie 1991.
I do like the tagline for this movie. The tagline is the biggest, boobiest bimbo fest of them all, which promises a lot.
I call
You got
horse
me.
shit, but
You got me already.
These are long ass credits too, considering
Oh.
probably 5 people worked on this movie.
and it's a 70-minute movie. I mean, come on.
Executive producer.
Sometimes it's not uncommon for some of these movies it's like 5 people that worked on it, and then there's a lot of fake names to pad out the credits. But yeah, David Dakota. So David Dakota is obviously a big name.
Yeah.
From what I understand, I think he threw a few bucks at Todd Sheets. And but I don't think he had anything to do with this beyond that.
I'm curious, is Todd Sheets the same as producer Todd?
No.
Okay.
I
No,
wish.
unfortunately not.
That'd be great.
You know we'd deliver on the boobiest and the boobiest bimbo fest if
That's right.
we were behind this.
My God, use some lighting. Shit.
It is, yeah. This.
Hey, Grandma. Old house cash register.
This is I'm sure this is not still there. Probably McDonald's now.
Yeah.
That was a pretty easy sell.
I remember the plot not making any sense to this. It's like, I think you'll see like maybe the old man here soon, like just be, you sold the crystal ball that's a gateway to hell. What are you doing? And I'm just like, why the fuck would that be in the shop? I'm putting that on you, Harold. Sorry.
Yeah, it was right on display on the counter.
Not some bad looking ladies in this movie, truth be told. They actually seem more natural than your usual B movie.
No, that's
Very
what-
80s looking, though.
Yeah. I mean, it's close to 80, so.
Yeah.
I mean, I can barely fucking see them, though. I'll be honest. They look like they're all covered in Vaseline or some shit.
Yes.
You might get a 4K of this at some point. Clean it
If
up.
this ever gets a fucking 4K, that's when I'm just done with fucking physical media because I wouldn't be shocked if this came out on Visual Vengeance, though.
It is possible. I will say Visual Vengeance tends to curate their stuff, though. And they have Moonchild. They put that out by Chad Sheets. It's hard to judge him. Like I said, that early stuff is pretty rough, but he does learn and grow.
Yeah, they might have dropped $75 and got the whole Todd Sheets catalog, though, you know.
Yeah, I can't remember the exact story with Dakota, but I think Dakota just threw a few dollars at him, if I recall.
That car on the left is what I drove to high school. That station wagon.
I had one similar.
That one, it didn't have the wood paneling. It was just a solid white. But
All my friends called it the family truckster. I pulled up in that shit.
my buddies loved it because we all could fit in there and go to a
Yeah.
party or something.
I'm more about space with cars. I don't care what the car looks like. If I got enough room to stretch my legs, I'm good.
Yeah. That's always a problem for me, for sure.
I'm sure Todd had to be dating one of these ladies at the time.
Probably.
Good place to park the truck. Oh, yes.
They do not care.
The blue jean shorts. Love it.
Well, at least there's some dancing. I mean,
Yeah.
man, that is some white girl dancing. Holy
It is.
shit.
It's like the lowest windows I've ever seen.
Yeah.
This is probably just like no permission. They just got this shot. It's some
Yeah.
house.
I like that one right there.
Pink.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
pink and the yellow.
She's the best one, I feel like.
I wonder is that Holly Star?
I'm afraid we'll probably never know. Oh shit.
This movie, I'd be very curious to see what these ladies look like now.
If you squint, that guy looks like Leslie Nielsen.
I was gonna say Dick Van Dyke, but
I didn't know. Perhaps in retrospect, it wasn't good to keep a crystal ball that's the gateway to hell in my antique shop. I want to
fucking choked to death, or what's going on?
He just does this when he wants a hand job.
Look at that fake ass twister board because they probably couldn't use the real twister. Looks like it's got Sour Patch Kids on it.
I think this movie is low budget enough that they're not particularly concerned about copyright violation. Man, they really suck at that too. Even as a fat guy, I feel like I wouldn't have fallen that easily.
Oh shit.
Trying to figure, this looks like trying to kind of get a vibe of where they're shooting this. It's kind of a unique building with that
I
panel.
bet it's in the back of that fucking store that they bought the crystal ball in.
Yeah.
If I recall, and it's probably hard to hear it on a commentary, this movie is so rough at 1 or 2 points you can actually hear Todd Sheets yell "cut," and it's still in the movie. For those of you that watch it at home later, listen carefully, because I do kind of remember that about this.
Is a boom mic going to make an appearance?
I don't know if I ever saw a boom mic in this, but I definitely heard him yell "cut."
Sometimes that is kind of, is it weird? I think that's kind of charming in a way. You know, someone didn't have a lot of money. They're just trying to make a movie.
Yeah. Well, this was that time, though, too. I mean, this is starting to get towards the tail end of it, but if you could get something made, I mean, video stores during the Ma and Pop era needed product.
Oh, yeah.
That's why you go back and watch stuff like Sledgehammer, and it's like, well, fuck, that made it into video stores and made real money.
Yeah.
You know, one thing that movies like this have taught me over the years is you should never mess with something that you don't fully understand. There's always a consequence for that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, fast women and
that and
shout out Jess Graham.
If you ever travel to another place, listen to the local who gives you a warning or something like that.
Yes, the creepy shopkeep.
Yeah. Don't go down that house, boy.
And never take the shortcut. Always stay on the main road.
Yeah. That's a big one. Somebody laced the fog machine with something.
That might be like an abandoned house.
It's hard to tell. It looks too upkept to be that.
Take this pizza, no charge. Got to hang that shot on that clock.
Yeah. Jess Graham, what's up?
Hello, sorry I'm late.
Shout out Jess Graham.
Cable channel 11.
You haven't missed much.
You show up for the gold movies.
There's some stimulus package.
Oh my gosh.
I thought the old guy died.
Nah, she revived his ass. Somehow.
She's my favorite right there.
There's a couple decent looking girls in this.
You need a timestamp, Jess, or
Yes, I'm just pulling it up.
okay.
What's the timestamp?
I got 16:30 right now.
Sweet.
I will be right back, guys.
All right. So this girl bought a evil crystal ball at a shop, and they just got fogged out by it. That's really all you've missed.
Okay, cool. Just kind of watch a bit. I got to technically eat, so I'll be.
Yeah, no problem.
Is this
Sheets over the couch. I
am
remember
I
that.
okay to watch this movie?
I think so. This isn't porn week, so you're
Okay.
good. Just your typical shit horror movie week.
I'm still here. I'm eating.
That's
Oh, yeah.
okay. I was about to say I closed my windows because supposedly our wind is starting to come. So if I disappear, that's why.
All right.
We had ours last night.
If it's
Yeah.
going to happen on camera, you just want to see me flying away.
Did it get very bad for you, Jess, or was it not too bad there?
Yeah, it could have been much. We've had much worse. I mean, there
Yeah.
were some high winds though.
Mm.
What state are you in?
Iowa.
There were warnings everywhere. I mean, there was some warning about like 70-mile-per-hour wind, although there's nothing out there right now. So we will see.
Yeah, sounds like it was hitting all over the place. Pretty much everybody was getting something.
I know Kentucky always seems to take a big brunt of it. I kind of wonder, this seems like an awfully straight-laced, boring couple to have like the portal to hell in their antique shop.
Yeah.
Didn't Nightmare Sisters kind of start out like this?
Similar, yeah. I think that definitely inspired Todd Sheets, but okay, Cliff.
Not
Might
surprised
be-
you didn't twist that into a Jerusa joke there.
This might be deadlier than that, though. I don't know. Still awfully quiet, though. I don't got the alert on my phone, but I think this guy's got more like Jerry Van Dyke vibes.
Yeah.
I was just trying to figure that out, or Bill Farmer, the guy who does Goofy's voice. Weiler.
I wish
Oh.
it was him.
You know, I just wanted to do something a little more adult.
Have any of y'all ever had your hair that long? Like that?
I
guy?
have, yeah. I had long hair.
Yeah.
Pretty close.
It gets sweaty.
It does.
Falls down. Yeah.
Actually, quite a bit longer than that, but that era is past. It couldn't do, like, after a while, it's like you got that and the beard going, and it's hot, it's mucky, it's not fun.
Leather jacket, sleeves slid up. That's what I'm talking about.
That's what I call a stud.
Got that collar opened up.
Yep. So I was going to wear the full moon this year, but
I think David Dakota probably watched this and thought, like, I could have spent my money more wisely.
yeah. This is the type of movie where the actors said, what are we doing for wardrobe? And the director said, what do you got?
That is one thing when you're making a low budget movie. Anything with effects, you costumes, wardrobe. that can cost you a lot more than you think.
Yeah. Just wear your own shit.
Yeah.
I would think too. You're doing your own hair and makeup. You're showing up ready to go.
I bet one of these girls knows how to do hair and makeup, probably. That would be my guess. That's how they got their role.
Great clips.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure all of these actors that's pretty much how they roll out of bed.
Yeah.
Over there.
And one of them fucking actors painted that fake Twister thing.
That is odd because again, this is the type of movie that would not worry about copyright violations. So
Yeah.
well, hopefully it ends better for you than Jack, Cliff.
Yeah.
I can't believe there's been no nudity yet.
I know, they better hurry up with that shit.
What kind of movie is this?
That's the thing about this movie. Now, I feel like there had to be somebody that showed their tits at some point, but there's not a lot of it, if I recall. Which actually pissed me off because some of these movies, like, they cost a lot to track them down on VHS back in the day.
Well, wasn't this shot on VHS or maybe SVHS?
It was shot through a potato, greased with Vaseline.
But if that's the case, some of the angles and setups for what he's got isn't. I've seen worse.
There's worse. I mean,
not that this is, I'm saying by any means, watchable.
He is the director that made me realize it's not impossible to get a movie made. Although it was a lot harder, in fairness to him, in 1990 versus now.
Yes. Oh, yeah. A lot.
Look at that front poof on that lady.
But the trade-off is oversaturated now. Anybody with, thinks with some editing equipment and camera, they can make a movie.
You know, it's crazy. My years in high school were 91 through 95. So this is very my high school looking chicks in this movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you couldn't just download some software and color correct and do all that great stuff cheap back in the day, or get a camera for a couple $1,000s that's going to look damn near like film would, or not, at least cinematic.
You kind of got what you got at the end of the day.
Mm-hmm.
Was New Kids on the Block popular then?
I feel like I was a little younger when they were popular.
Really?
Like junior high, maybe. So a couple of years before that.
That would be okay. Late 80s.
Yeah, 89-ish.
These dudes got the New Kids on the Block underpants for sure.
You got the right stuff,
baby.
I would pick up the Blu-ray of this just to, especially if they track down some of the cast. I just want to know what they're up to now, what they look like now.
Yeah.
What's on the back of his jacket?
If I could read it.
Yeah, I can't.
They might be shooting this stuff in the same antique shop. Maybe it closed halfway through production.
Yeah. What man uses a crystal ball, by the way? He said earlier he had to go get his crystal ball.
This is like discount bin Ed and Lorraine Warren. They're not keeping track of their shit, and they sell the Annabelle doll to a couple of dumbass kids.
Some girl on the back of his jacket, but
I thought it looked like a mermaid or something.
it might be.
I'd say maybe Betty Page. I'm not sure. It's hard
Oh, it could be.
Yeah, see, I got to know if Minsky's is still around.
Let's see if we can find it.
I think he's Kansas City at this point.
Minsky's Pizza, Kansas City.
Okay, then that's got to be the same.
It's
place.
still there.
Well, that tells you probably right where they were filming then.
They close in 10 minutes. Call them up.
They must have some good pizza. They've been around a long time.
Oh, yeah.
At least since 1990. Looks just looking at it here like it was around a decent while before then. I guess they didn't let them turn the lights on here either.
No.
Yeah, their pizza didn't even arrive yet.
Yeah, they didn't even eat anything.
Because they're not open.
Now, see, if I was in Kansas City, I'd like to be that guy. It's like, so tell me about Sorority Babes and the Dance-A-Thon of Death. It's got to be that one old bastard that's still there that remembers.
Oh, yeah.
That gothic music.
They took advantage of some free library music. I'm actually getting ready to record a show tomorrow, and it's funny how some of these SOV movies don't care about copyright, because there's one where there's just Disney shit like all over this person's house that they shot the movie, and they didn't take anything down. Hell, the Italians had budgets, and that didn't stop them from having just the most blatant copyright violation.
Yeah, I like seeing old the WWF videos and stuff, and they got to blur that out now on the rings and stuff.
Yeah. It really frustrates me when you watch one of those and they change the entrance music and shit too, and it's annoying. Like, he didn't come after that.
This just looks like an old school, I think.
Just like Alien and Predator Requiem, dark as hell.
At least she's got bright colors on, so.
Dan, did you go to Mad Monster?
No, I didn't. I've been saving up for Full Moon. Did you go?
I did. I say I met, but Adrian Barbeau.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and Tracy Lords.
Oh, Tracy's cool. So's Adrian. Yeah.
Yeah, Tom Atkins was there.
He's still making the rounds. I'm excited to meet Lisa Schrage at Full Moon.
And Robert Patrick. he was there. I mean, there was other people, but these are the ones that really stood out to me.
Yeah, I think that was the first Mad Monster in Atlanta, wasn't it? I believe.
Yeah, I don't remember it coming through before.
I've worked with Robert Patrick. He's a cool guy.
He always seemed like it. Man, the plot to this movie makes no goddamn sense. I'm trying, like, I don't even really totally understand. It's like they were in a sorority, but they want to be in another sorority. It's very vague.
Oh no.
I didn't even know they were in college. All I know is they hanging around the back of a store. Got some pizza that didn't get brought to their table,
And not a single boob yet.
So they got to go to this other place now to get into the sorority?
Yeah, they have to spend the night at a haunted house. I'm still
so
not.
it's like they're like a rush activity, I guess. Like if you rush a sorority,
Yeah,
it's kind of the not really hazing, but
it is kind of random. I guess keeping it dark here because maybe they're just shooting this in Todd's closet.
it's kind of like stolen from the what's the Meg Tilly movie where she's stuck in the mausoleum? Kind of that storyline.
They're in the void.
Yeah.
They didn't shut down the pizza parlor, so they just had to put like a black filter.
You ripped out her eyes.
We're actually getting some. That is the. I don't even understand how they did that effect. That is amazing. It's actually funny too, because Todd Sheets he did good low budget effects, but that was pretty pitiful.
Practical effects on a budget.
Yeah.
Finally, okay, they're in a room with some lights on.
And
you're right. It is a
they
school.
walk to the dark corner of the room. Hope this girl in the pink shirt at least loses it at some point. The shirt.
Here's open. I know there's not a lot, but maybe there's something. Because I do remember watching this the first time and being very pissed off.
Do y'all remember those maps in class?
Oh yeah.
Mm.
Like most classrooms, I've been in a few classrooms for work, the past several years. Many of them don't even have chalkboards anymore, which seems weird to me.
I was going to say, I think the chalkboards are pretty much gone.
Yeah. They have like a smart board and that's it.
Yeah.
Or a whiteboard.
Those smart boards are a waste of money.
Yeah, sometimes those never work right. I think now half of them have iPads and shit.
Oh yeah, they really don't have books.
Yeah. Oh, books are. I'm actually kind of surprised. I know. I think cursive is fine. Is kind of going defunct at this point. I think there's a lot that don't teach that anymore.
It has been for a while, I think.
Yeah,
places.
I think it's like totally gone now. I don't know. I don't know that any of. I'd have to ask my niece. Maybe my oldest niece. They were still teaching it, but
With that broom.
Ran away from home. The front yard.
I've just been living here, drawing spiders on the chalkboard. This must be like the grandson of the antique store actors.
Yeah.
We'll put him in somewhere.
Oh, he's gonna go back to sleep.
He's just squatting there. I feel like he could find a better place to sleep in that place.
That son of a bitch is still working with his crystal ball. I see my brother. He's a much better actor.
If I shake this right, you see a naked lady.
How many takes do you think they did?
Oh, not a lot. You don't get more than 2.
You guys are wasting VHS tape.
They probably bought the camera at this place.
I think they bought it
Right
at
on.
Goodwill.
If you listen really closely, you can hear the school janitor telling him to get the fuck out of here now.
Yeah. You cannot tell at all where they're at.
No, they could be outside right
Yeah.
now.
I think they are. I don't know.
I think they're in the void. They're just
This is where that last shot of the beyond happens.
Another dimension. The beyond.
Hey, we've watched worse movies on this channel.
Oh yeah.
I would debate that. I'd have to go back and look.
Oh, I'd put money on it.
Well, there ain't no boobs yet, Jess Graham.
Well, you're right, but that's a lot of what the ones probably I'm thinking of all they have going for them is the boobs.
That's you know what though, that's enough.
It does, you know.
Well,
What's the ranking?
trying to
up
figure
there?
out what this has going for it.
Creativity.
It's a
In a
lot
nice
of
way.
wandering. It's kind of like Lord of the Rings without the talent. Just a
I'm
lot of-
assuming there's no budget other than
I think you got too many characters here.
Well, they wouldn't have had catering either if he hadn't worked out that deal with the Minkies or whatever the hell that pizza place is called.
Minsky.
I mean,
Minsky's.
1990, he wasn't editing on his computer,
No, probably
so
not.
he had to have access to editing equipment.
That's why they worked out the deal with college.
If I'm ever in Kansas City, I'm going to go to Minsky's and pretend to be one of the actors that was in this movie.
You're probably not too far from there, are you, Jess?
Where is this?
Kansas City?
Yeah, not terribly. I was down there. What did it take us? But it was younger. It might be like 5.5 hours.
Okay.
Maybe less. Maybe less now.
Is this guy a young Corey Ross?
Huh?
I feel like it
Someone's-
might be.
Someone's gonna hook up with her.
Yeah.
He's
He's gonna
gonna
start
do-
blasting some Striper and seal the deal.
Yeah, about 5 hours, 15 minutes.
Well, there you go. You get a trip to Minsky's.
Go to these filming locations.
Yeah.
I was down there for a Royals game about 30 years ago.
I would love to see the sorority babes in the Dance-A-Thon of Death now, before and after.
Yeah,
compared.
I'm gonna do that video, and I'm just gonna shut the lights off in this room and say it's in here.
Live from your
Remember
closet.
that dark spot, that dark room they were in the whole movie? This is it.
Oh,
Did she like bite him, or is she like just trying to suck on his titty or something? I don't know what's going on here.
Pardon me?
please turn off. Oh,
Now that's
That's
horrible.
that's awful.
Ah,
Well, you got the eye movements.
it's not his first time.
twitch of the death nerve.
Shouldn't have ran away from home as a fucking 22-year-old.
And he really didn't have the effects down yet.
No.
That's what you get for sleeping on school desks.
I got a feeling if we didn't see anything there, we're not going to see anything.
Yeah, like I said, if you get anything, it's a stray titty that you probably can't even see because of the lighting.
It'll be the old woman.
All right. None of the other grandma, none of the other actresses will do nudity. I'm gonna need you to take one for the team.
Sonny,
Oh, y'all broke my crystal ball.
I mean, hell, we don't have much longer to go.
No, like 20 minutes.
We're over half out. I mean, we're over halfway through. I like it. We get a lot of just random cut shots to this building.
Yeah.
It's like the courthouse or the library or something.
Yeah. There it is again.
I could see that being a courthouse. I see what you're saying there.
Oh wait, yeah, it does. Now I'm looking closer. What, like a old college?
I was gonna say school. It's definitely a school.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know that the interiors are probably not in that building, I would imagine, but
Uh-oh. It's when it goes into overdrive. There you go. It is a church.
she's gone full goth, I guess, which is just smearing coal on your face. Yeah, I mean, hey, not the worst location.
I
for
was
a
just
movie.
thinking of the same thing, man.
Yeah, like, if you could fucking see it, that'd be nice.
Again,
They
I
make-
think it's for what you had back in the day. Is there an actual budget to this? Do we have behind the scenes information on what it took to make this?
None like that.
Not
I'm gonna
really.
say they didn't have $1,000 to make this movie. Any money,
No.
was probably equipment.
Yeah, and that at best, again in 1990, is going to be amateur equipment still.
Over how
Right.
many days do you think it was shot?
With a
How
low
many,
budget
how many
movie,
weekends?
Yeah, it's hard to say. I mean, they could have shot it over a year, or they could have shot it in a weekend. I'm thinking not very long for this because the special effects are so minimal. even an amateur could probably hammer this out fairly quick.
But I was gonna say, like, you've dark scenes, which are tough in the best situations. I've seen worse and bigger budget productions.
My guess is they didn't turn the lights on because they didn't want the campus police to come take them away. is my guess. Maybe they weren't supposed to be filming there.
I've done stuff like that. I've got
Right.
footage on my college campus I shouldn't.
There's no permits on a low budget movie like this.
It looks like you're in a theater.
Yeah. That's definitely related to their high school plays. Did you figure out the building?
No, I was just thinking, since it's Kansas City, I'm gonna see if there's any colleges that have, like, you know.
I mean, I'm quite sure this building would still be there, so
yeah.
Is this a disco?
It's like a putt-putt course in like a mall.
It looked like the cafe from Saved by the Bell.
The Max.
I was trying to think what was the name.
I don't know why I knew that off the top of my head. But once you said, I was picturing the lights and then the neon sign or something, the Max.
Screech was banging one of these ladies and just let him, like, hey, I'll sneak you on set when we're not shooting.
That's awful. Too soon.
Oh man, this movie was ahead of its time.
Self-referential, yeah.
This influenced Scream.
Piece of bullshit.
Totally.
That's how people sit and talk to each other in a line.
When the lighting's a little better, you can see them like smiling and smirking through their dialogue.
You mean you don't have your stuff set up in a horseshoe? Swaggy? Like it's a talk show?
Yeah, there you go.
That's how I have my...
Yeah, I was watching the commentary on The Thing, and it had Carpenter and Russell talking.
Mm-hmm.
And he talked about how hard it was to shoot those scenes with everybody around. It's pretty interesting to think about that.
Oh, yeah. I mean, the Cenobites, they showed up like 20 minutes ago, usually.
Where the hell this black guy come from, by the way?
He's just sleeping there, too, I think. I don't know.
He brought the Bible.
He's walking like he's got a fucking corn cob up his ass.
What happened?
They just randomly decided to commit a hate crime? I don't know what's going on.
He's in this movie 2 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, is she hurting him or is she trying to revive him? Is what I don't.
I don't know how many. Here we go. Talk show. again.
Oh, this is some acting.
He didn't put up much of a fight.
Just like he fell down. I don't know.
Viagra.
This guy amused people at parties pretending to be Lieutenant Frank Drebin.
Yeah. What the fuck is with this girl?
Did they rip off music from Dawn of the Dead?
They
Sounds like
definitely stole. This is like the worst. She's laughing.
I did kind of like that.
This is so fucking bad.
Is it the worst or is it genius?
I don't know. She left her vibrator on the high setting or something. I don't know what's going on there.
I feel like it's improving. I don't know.
Man.
I'll
Just a
tell you what,
club?
these people had a blast making this film.
Yeah.
And what were you reading? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, Sway.
No, there was something on the wall. I thought it was the name of the place that they're at. Man, there it is. I can't read it.
Manhattan.
Manhattan's Kansas.
I bet that's not there anymore. Unlike the pizza place.
That looks so retro. I don't know.
Yeah, let's do a little research.
There's a Manhattan, Kansas.
Yeah. I wonder if this was shot. Manhattan, Kansas is where Kansas State is.
That would make sense. There's not a lot of info on this movie.
Ah, shit. Hold on. Might have solved the puzzle.
Got a sleuth
Is
on it.
that not the building?
Yeah, that I would
Manhattan,
think
Kansas.
That's
I
the
would think so.
college.
Manhattan. Okay,
So this was shot at Kansas State University.
so you can go there and you can go to Minsky's still. The antique shop would be interesting to see if that's still there.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm gonna say that old couple definitely own that shop, and they're probably dead. So I don't know. I don't know who owns it now, if the name changed, but
Ooh,
Damn. Just whack the shit out of her.
some solid fight choreography here.
Yeah.
and that pitching wedge.
Somebody definitely got shoot hit with one of those things. The old couple's pretty game here.
I like their energy.
She's probably the best actress, honestly.
Didn't she do other things?
Not a thing.
That's Holly Starr. She's in fucking Old Face or whatever.
I think she was on an episode of Golden Girls.
Yeah. It
Well,
was the one where Blanche thought about going fucking lesbian.
Don't fall for it.
Well, Carol Barta was also in Where Pigeons Go to Die the same year, a TV movie.
That's it.
There you go. It was a popular rental in Iowa.
It was on
It's
a
gonna be
public
It's
broadcast.
gonna be one of the rumbles.
I knew it had an S
The
in it.
rumble of Carol Barta movies. That's 2050. That's like 25 years from now. You'll be on that one.
Oh God.
If only she would have had social media
Hey, yeah.
or OnlyFans.
The places she could go. Oh God.
Someone would be into that shit. You know it.
Okay, if you are prone to seizures,
I was
Oh,
gonna
yeah.
say, yeah, this just at least there's some lighting now. Holy shit, old lady's gonna just like now they're throwing down.
Dan, in the movies that you've made, have you ever used a strobe light?
I don't know. No. I don't think we ever had a strobe light.
I think this movie's proof not to.
We had some bad lighting, but nothing like this. Man, that old dude's like just like maybe punch her or something.
dun, 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 dun. That's pretty cool.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I'm having to look away a little bit.
Yeah.
Well, they obviously, to shoot in this place, they had to show the name of the place fucking 5,000 times because everything's up against that logo on the wall.
Opera tire required.
Wow.
Special effects that consist of turning the flashlight on and off.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm spent.
it's the disco exorcism.
Trying to make her eat an apple.
I think so.
Ah, the negative effect.
Jesus.
Yeah. This is worse. This is worse than a fucking Pokemon episode. God damn.
Hey, that effects board wasn't cheap in 1990.
This is true. Don't go in and help that old bastard or anything.
Thank you, Grandpa.
Thank you.
It's all okay now because of this magic.
What an unlikely hero.
Yeah. Like the first scene he was in, I thought he was dead.
This is still like his claim to fame. He went to his grave just I was in Sorority Babes in the Dance-A-Thon.
That's in his obituary, wherever.
Very low body count in this film too. And somebody, unless they're gonna pop out a titty really soon, it's
Yeah,
not.
I think we're fucked on that.
I think you're definitely fucked on that.
I think they're going to go and eat at Denny's now.
Oh, Minsky's, you got to keep it low.
Oh, yes, true. Yes. You got to go pick up that pizza.
The breakfast pizza is awesome.
Can you read that store name?
The
Mad Hatter.
Oh, there we go.
Oh,
Okay.
that you got to look up. Now that would be wild if it's still called that.
Well, let's see.
Antiques and collectibles. We're gonna go there, and it's just gonna be they got in a glass display case the crystal ball from Sorority Babes in the Dance-A-Thon of Death.
$10 for a picture.
or you can buy it for 20.
I don't see anything. It might have been a fake name too.
I can almost guarantee you it was not.
Yeah, probably not.
This is, I think, the store. They shot the entire movie in the back. Oh, now they're gonna buy another crystal ball that's gateway to hell.
They're selling so many goddamn crystal balls.
Setting up for the sequel, man.
Yeah, it's true.
Just when you thought it was over.
Maybe
They look like high schoolers.
we should make the sequel.
I'm gonna say we're too good for that. I would rather remake some of Jim Haggerty's catalog. Now where we are.
I don't think you really appreciate this film for what it is, man.
I do not appreciate it at all.
He said, "Fuck Todd Sheets."
I know Jim Haggerty, sir, and you are no Jim Haggerty.
Okay, I don't think I'd want to be.
At least Jim Haggerty can get bitches to get naked in his movies. I don't know how.
That's the problem. Huh?
Yeah, I could have used that. If the Twister scenes were nude, I could give it a half star.
Yeah.
We're gonna get the evil lava lamp in the sequel. So I'm gonna bet. Did anybody in the chat watch along with us tonight? I think that's probably one of these episodes where they got about 5 minutes in and just said, "Fuck it."
Well, they can't all be winners, unfortunately.
They can't, but with our commentary, I think that's probably the most entertaining this movie's ever been. Who is Studman?
The old man.
Okay, he was Studman. Okay. Tom Johnson is Dude.
What was the kill count? There was the one guy that got stabbed in the mouth.
The homeless guy, yeah, then the wood in the mouth. I think, like 3? Do we have 3 people that died in this, maybe?
I think so. Interesting.
All of these are just pseudonyms for Todd Sheets.
Sounds like some Super Nintendo music.
Oh, shit.
Additional lighting. They needed a lot more than that.
Yeah. Yeah. Who had the extra flashlight? Anyway, that was Soroity Babes and the Dance-A-Thon of Death. I think next week I'm going to have to pull out a known classic, and we might do Twister's Revenge. Not quite a horror movie, but...
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I've never heard of that one.
That was a... who's the guy from Wisconsin did the movie?
Not Bill Redbane.
No, that's his. It's his.
It is? Is it Redbane? Okay.
Yeah.
For some reason I thought that was a different title for him, but
it's a ultra high-tech monster truck movie. So
Oh, here you
classic.
go. The film was filmed at the following AC area locations.
do you have his box set, Corey?
I don't. I have that. It's on a. I have it on a.
The quality in.
We couldn't afford Motel 6.
That's why they didn't leave the light on for him.
That's right.
H.G. Lewis.
That's just a special thanks. My guess is if he was aware, he probably would have been, please don't thank me for this piece of shit.
Yeah, they asked Motel 6 if they could shoot there, and Tom Bodette said, go fuck yourself.
American Cablevision. They used. You got something to say?
It looked like it.
He thanks Jesus Christ at the end of this.
Well, fuck. I wish I'd have known that before I watched this shit, because that's why there was no nudity in it.
There you go. He's probably like, yeah, just please don't thank me either.
Yeah, Jesus. Like, nah, I'm
They
good.
have a no thanks. Are you seeing this?
Jesus Christ would definitely take the
That's
Alan
interesting.
Spiffy pseudonym. A big rotten hell for Blockbuster Video. That's funny. Jack
And the
Valenti and the Nazi lovers at the MPAA, all fat, lying, abusive ministers who accuse us of being porno makers. And last, John Ashcroft for trying to tell me what to watch on TV. Wow. I think I might have listened to Ashcroft in this case. These are some long fucking credits for
That was the most entertaining of the movie.
It was. You don't make something called Sorority Babes in the Dance-A-Thon of Death and then talk shit about John Ashcroft.
Oh, man.
Turn this damn thing off. Why is he talking about Trekkies now? My God. We need to call this number.
7 days a week.
Todd Sheets is probably going to answer the phone right now if you answer that, if you dial that.
So we just watched Sorority Babes.
In the Dance-A-Thon of Death. He still offers you the free slime cola if you dial that number.
I have so many questions for you.
Well, Todd Sheets, I believe, is accessible on social media, so he is somebody that you can probably get a hold of. I mean, like I said, don't let this dissuade you from some of his other movies, because he to this day is still working and makes some good movies. So my advice would be the early stuff on his IMDb maybe avoid.
Yes. Probably wise.
Some of which make appearances too. I think Goblin's another one that's on one of these sets. So,
well, maybe we'll get there one day. So, yes, next week we'll see about Twister's Revenge. Might do that. Might find something else. We'll see.
He's got to screen it for boobs first.
Yes.
I did find this at like a thrift store.
Oh,
Oh,
nice.
shit. That's
Nice.
awesome.
Dan Haggerty.
Macon County War.
The second best Haggerty.
It's actually rare to find anything on VHS that's not like super common and mainstream.
It's
now.
not Jerry Maguire or
Jerry Maguire or I don't know, something Disney or Twister or something. It's always a case of, well, grandma just died, so here's all the dwarf on golf videos that they never threw away.
I don't hate dwarf on golf.
Yeah.
Well,
In a lot of homes.
hopefully, I hope you guys safety tonight, because if this is the last movie you ever see, I'll feel horrible
Imagine if
forever.
the tornadoes hit, and that's like the irony that would hit my brain, that I'm gonna die watching Sorority Babes and the Dance-A-Thon of Death. Like, as I'm carried into the heavens by the tornado, I'm just gonna be thinking, ain't that a bitch?
At least you saw that old man fucking save the day.
Yeah, that would be what it would be. I'm in the eye of the storm, and he's just gonna take my hand and like guide me down to.
I got
I've
you.
got you, boy.
Oh shit.
I'm just gonna
Well-
wake up in a field somewhere, and nobody will believe my story. Discount bin, Dick Van Dyke. Say
Jerry Van Dyke.
Jerry Van Dyke.
Yeah.
That's right. He's
That's
up there in heaven.
Jerry
isn't he?
Van Dyke's the cross between Leslie Nielsen and Dick Van Dyke. So. Oh.
On IMDb, that movie has a 1.8 rating.
Out of 100.
Yeah, it's actually pretty bad if you can get that low. Most stuff doesn't drop below a 2. Of course, we might be part of about 10 people who've ever watched it. So
Probably.
his last words before he put me back down to earth was Craig T. Nelson's an asshole in real life.
And fuck that SpongeBob motherfucker.
Yes. Craig T. Nelson uses slurs on set.
I can kind of see it, probably. Anyway, it's good to be back doing these shows. Back
It
getting to
is.
normal a little bit on my end, and
Yes,
excited
yes.
to bring back this each week. So we'll be
Yep.
back next weekend with another one, whatever it ends up being. So hope you guys check it out.
I'm ready.
Jess, what do you guys got coming up on the channel?
We've got a horror rumble this month. The Psycho franchise, I think.
Oh, yeah.
And Corey should also have another episode of Corey's Dead Time Gories up there.
Awesome.
So, yeah,
Sweet.
cable channel 11.
Yeah, definitely check those guys out over there. Dan, how about you?
Flesh Wound features, and we've got our Wednesday live show, and tomorrow I know I'm shooting stuff, so we're gonna have Analog Nightmares making a return with movies that cost maybe $10 or $20 more than this, and some Flesh Wound After Dark, all kinds of cool stuff going on over at Flesh Wound Features.
Sweet. Swaggy G is on Instagram, always posting on there about new stuff he's watching or picking up. So
Nice.
check him out there. Anything you want to add to that, Swaggy?
No, thanks for having me on. I'm glad I got to share this with y'all.
Yeah. Hope to see
Tornado
you again.
didn't take either of us out, so
Hope to see you again next time. We always love having you on for this. So, again, I'll be on again next weekend doing something, and maybe I'll find something to do otherwise. But I'm back to work every day, unfortunately, so it makes it a little hard. But
your foot's better, so there's
foot's
that.
better. I'm driving again, so
There you go.
that's a good deal. So, all right, guys, till we see you next time, take it easy.